Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of our com235 class. I'm Mark, your instructor, and I'll be leading the class again this week as we take another look at Microsoft Excel. If you've had com151, you've probably seen some of the things that we went over in week 1. You've probably seen some of the things that we're going to be going over here in week 2 as we refresh your memory, or if you haven't seen them, hopefully show you some things that you haven't seen for the first time. And if you do these things in your personal life or in your home life, hopefully you can pick up a couple of best practices that will help you use Excel. So we'll be working in week 2 of Excel, which is simple formulas this week. So we'll be looking at basically adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, just basically setting up information into tables and how can we use Excel to do some of the most basic of the functions that we want to do. Now, that sounds really simple, and it can be, but it can be confusing because there's usually more than one way to do something. There's always typing out the formula for an example. There's always the auto sum. There's always selecting a formula out of a formula box. So there's multiple ways of doing things. And sometimes I think that's what confuses folks the most. Especially if you're going through test out and trying to learn it. Test out is going to want you to do the various steps in formulas the way it wants you to do them. You may at home, for an example, use auto sum, where in test out it may want you to physically write out the formula as you learn the process. So sometimes test out can be a little frustrating. Other times it might show you a way of doing something that you don't know how to do. So we'll be looking at very basics this week in formulas and how to set up our spreadsheets and kind of get going in Excel. We do not have a Zoom session this week. We're doing every other week. We did meet in week 1, and it was fun to talk to everybody and go over some stuff. So we will skip this coming Thursday, if you will, in terms of having to be on the Zoom session, and we'll see each other again in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, if you got any questions, concerns, anything that's driving you crazy, causing you problems, please email me, text me, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. With that said, hey, I'll see you in class.